Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mice Into the Sky. Got a lot of goals for this episode, a lot of things I want to do, so we're going to get into it. As you can tell, there's been a gap in between last episode and this one. We are trying a new series of things where we make more quality videos versus videos that just don't meet the standard of where I would want it to be, if that makes sense. So, last video we made this, which is pretty sweet. And we just trigger this. We stand back. We let all these guys come to us. A lot of them will die right there. Their experience points will get sucked up. Man, oh, he got me. He got me. So the big thing for this is, like, obviously you see this guy pretty kitted out. All this, all that, just, you know, normal stuff. Here comes the spider, so these guys will come after me. Okay, spiders are down. Alright, these guys are down. I do need the spider eyes, though. Like, that's actually kind of important. I think I'm pretty set on how much I have. Yeah, I want to do a lot with this episode, so there's going to be a lot of stuff. And then this guy's on the osmium armor or something like that, which is kind of nuts. So if they get too far, they teleport back. Which is cool, actually, because it means I can just spawn them, go out, and then let them come back, and then I'll have the levels and stuff that I need. Boom, boom, and boom. That's it. Right there. All that money. Alright, now that we have these levels, we're gonna do what I really was waiting for. And I, you know, here, deep learner. The deep learner back. I do need to make some more of those models, and I'll be able to get like spiders and all that stuff, because essentially what those allow us to do is simulate the little mob drops. But I'm gonna get right now what we're doing is we're going down here to our little area over here. Yes, we love it. We're gonna grab a pickaxe, stick it in here. We're gonna get silk touch. Hallelujah, baby. You know what that means. That's right. Spawner time. So there's a lot of stuff we want to do this episode. Like, a lot. So much that it's going to be a lot better. So anyways, we'll get started with that. So the first step was silk touch. Alright, I'll be right back in a little bit. Alright everyone, so now I have the spawner. I believe this is interswappable, but it's a blaze spawner. So let's see if I got a chapter 2. I can check this one off the list. Yep. Nether fortresses, we got apotheosis, so take your silk touch and steal those spawners. Then you can edit it as much as you want in the apotheosis mod. So yeah, correct. That is that. now we shall... That was kind of just something always on my bucket list, so now we'll go down a different route. We'll get a little more going. Alright guys, so getting that generator, we got a lot of the stuff. Give a special effect to the spawner. Any mob spawned will have the loot that they drop multiplied just from a echo shard. Burning will have the mob set on fire, perfect for a nice steak. So you can do a lot with these spawners and stuff. Fermented spider eye can be used to increase the amount of mobs that can spawn from a spawner. The mob spawned is random with a maximum amount determined by the number. It goes up or down by 1 for each eye and a maximum of 16. So you can get like 16 of these guys. Crazy. Bigger area. Yeah. Okay, so it automatically loads it. Okay, I see. So that one honestly is gonna get pretty done pretty quick. I need to get more into the applied energistics too, because I need wireless power, which obviously wireless terminal, wireless access point. So I'm gonna go figure out how to get wireless power, and we're gonna work it like that. So, and then I'm gonna have more power imported, and then I'll be able to get a lot more stuff. So that way we can actually get some of the things properly powered on and get some stuff in place. So that way we can, you know, maximize our potential here. Hey guys, welcome back. A little bit update of what we've been doing. I started upgrading our power supply, so I slowly started doing that, and then I'm like, man, I need a lot of gold, I need a lot of redstone, I need a lot of this, I need a lot of that. So I set up like a very basic sorry, how do I explain it? A very basic farm utilizing the system we already have in place. So I just have this server coming off of this, and this might get moved, it might get moved around, might get placed up there, you might be able to platform up there, we'll move it around as we go. This is just temporary. So I drug the wire down and underneath so it can power this growth accelerator, which it says is online, so it just grows these. So if I mine it, you know, you can see it growing back relatively quick. The iron, I feel like it takes a little longer, but hey, nothing wrong with that at all, honestly, because it's free. So I'm not complaining at all. Yep, see, that's growing, that's growing. So, and then we're gonna get the up next I need to get the directional growth accelerator, and then I need to just make more of them, get stuff really flowing properly, and then I need to go into Ender IO, which I believe there's a tab for it. If not, I will look them up right now. So it doesn't look like it. There are some things I need to do in just dire things. Hold on, let me see the... Oh, so some of these stuff. Yes, right here. Advanced block breaker. This is one that I need to do. Super easy. Wow. Super easy. Yeah, ferrocore ingots, lapis, observer. That's super nice. Actually, that's not bad at all. So I need to get to void goo, I think, in order to unlock these. Yep. And then, you know, the item collector, energy transmitter, provides power to blocks within its working range. It can only accept power from the bottom. So, cool. Hey guys, so little update on what we did. We now have, start with here. We started a little Geor farm. I'm gonna have to move that iron budding Geor, but that's okay because it's just temporary just to get something going. I do need to finish this up. There's a lot more to it. However, it's completely fine. I moved this, so now we have all of our stuff right there. I have a potion pylon now, infusion pylon, which basically allows any one of these potion abilities. See, obviously it says it's the progression. You need a certain amount of seconds within it to be used in the infusion pylon. It grants us infinite of that, so potion of flying will actually grant us, well, as it says, it's gonna grant us potion of flight, which basically is gonna give us creative flight in survival Minecraft. I need to clear the name. Put one of you down, I don't know. We're gonna use this. So you see we're in this stage right now, and then we're gonna be in this stage, which requires a fermented spider eye, so I need brown mushroom. So once I get brown mushroom and the sugar, I'll be back with the spider eye. Alright guys, we have the fermented spider eye. It took me forever to find where I had them. I knew I had a few. By the way, save your brown mushrooms, guys. Because I had to open up my backpack and they were sitting right here. So, this is going to make our potion of levitation. So, here is our potion of levitation, not legislation. Then we're going to take our popped chorus fruit, which is the next step. You can double check too. If you get a potion of levitation, and then you go to the one that says potion of flying, you need the popped chorus fruit. So we're going to put that in there. And then you're going to need 2 redstone dust. Really, I honestly think I could probably get away with just this, because, let's see, I only need, yeah, I literally just need this. What I did is, so when you do these, drink one at a time. So drink one, use the potion filter. Like right click with the potion filter. Use another, right click with the potion filter. Because what happened is, I drank 2 in one shot, and they don't stack like this. So now this is activated. Super awesome. We are actually going to... Well, where are you? Oh, there you are. We're going to put this in there, and now I always have... Oh. Flying. 17. Yep. See, it's just going to keep resetting. Which means now I can do pretty much whatever. I can fly wherever, I can go wherever I need to go. I really want to upgrade everything, so one of the things I have to do is get this goo upgrade. So this is the Blaze Bloom Glue, but in order to progress, I actually need... Let's go to Just Dire Things. I actually need... Hey guys, hold on, everything's trying to load in. So, basically what I was trying to explain before the video cut off is that we now have infinite flight. So we can fly wherever, we can do whatever. Just a couple things that I am looking to do though are... no, not in here, I don't think. No, it's over in Just Dire Things. Okay, so basically my next goal right now is yeah, I can technically get Blaze Gold, which I have. I can just go grab it, and I can craft a handful of things like the energy transmitter and the player accessor, which is acts as a chest that interfaces with the player's inventory using the GUI. The player accessor can have its size configured. Got it. Okay. And then, you know, Void Shimmer Goo, and then eventually the big bad boy, which I actually think I have enough to grab. Honestly, I do have all this stuff, so that's not bad. But we're gonna focus right now on the Void Shimmer Goo and not the Shadow Pulse Goo. So we gotta get Dragon's Breath. So that's our next goal. We already defeated the Ender Dragon, so it's gonna be a little hard. Let's see exactly how we can make Dragon's Breath. I don't think there's really any way to do it. I guess I can just try to respawn. How do I make an ender crystal? Ender crystal. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how to do all this stuff and get to the point where we could actually move forward. So I'll be right back once I figure all that out. Alright guys, so I just found out the crafting recipe for this bad boy, so we're gonna go ahead and just craft 7 of them, and we're gonna get rid of the quartz slabs. We don't need that. So I was doing some research, and I believe it says in order to spawn the ender dragon, which I have to go back in the end for, I basically to respawn the ender dragon, you must place 4 end crystals on the bedrock portals, 4 sides which you craft. Okay, so I just need to place those, and then I can respawn it. I'm going to stock up with a bunch of, so I'm gonna store a bunch of stuff right now. So let's go here. Okay, none of that stacks. Let's go here. Let's click here. That stuff stacks. You need to go. You need to go. Honestly, right now I don't even care what's what. Actually, I do kind of care. So I take this back. Yep. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go find our mob drop chest, which I don't really remember what it is. That's this one. Yeah, sure, that works. There. Rotten flesh. Slime. Slime balls can actually be technological. So universal pipes, redstone, slime balls, these generators. You can go there. I don't need that anymore. Let's be careful. Make sure that, you know what, I don't think I'll die like that. See, I got those. I have the creative flight now, so I can just fly up and smack those things. Not too worried. Now I just need to make a bunch of bottles so I can get the dragon's breath, and that way I can actually progress properly. A friend of mine, someone who I met, one of you guys actually followed me off of my YouTube on one of my other social media platforms, and now actually it's pretty awesome to see the growth in this community. If any of you guys do want to follow me elsewhere, go ahead, feel free. Pretty much everything's the same as my YouTube channel, so if you see me on something else, chances are it's me. But I also will have a public profile on Snapchat that I will be creating here pretty shortly. So we're gonna get a bunch of dragon's breath. I don't care how much it takes. Let's try to make one of those data analyzer. All right, model framework. Clay, smooth stone, redstone. We'll make one of those after. I'm just gonna go beat it because I don't have the desire to do anything crazy right now. But it is so nice being able to do this now. Have the creative flight is actually nuts. Okay, so it looks like you need a little more space. Nothing wrong with that. We're gonna actually open this up way more. Oh, you need to be placed down specifically. Perfect. Go, guys. Check that out. Let's go. All these are getting respawned. That's completely fine by me. Awesome, 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 guys. Isn't this so cool? Now we have access to... This is out of range, of course. I don't have the dimensional upgrade, but we have access to everything. And now here's let's go. Really? Like, are you kidding me, dude? Do not. Do not, do not, do not, do not. Alright. Why did it affect me like that? Okay, so it's that strong now? Because I remember the last time I did it, it wasn't that bad, or was it because I had something covering me? I'm just a little confused on exactly what went where. Maybe I'll just make a bow and arrow. Maybe I'll just utilize this little moment to and now that I have 7, I'm gonna head back. Actually, I'm gonna save this fight for a little later. And okay, map. Where? Oh, okay. So you're over here. Yeah, I'm gonna save this fight for a little later, guys. I'm not gonna destroy the Ender Dragon yet. I've already beat the Ender Dragon, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna beat the Ender Dragon again yet. So that's my Dragon's Breath that's required to make the next tier in that. So we're gonna hit here, here, 2 Dragon's Breath, a Blaze Bloom Goo, which I have, 2 Endstone, and 4 Pearls. And my Endstone generator is actually right here. So, Endstone, check. We're gonna need to take Pearls, which I have plenty. I believe it was just 2. Check. Dragon's Breath, check. And then now we just need the Blaze Bloom. Blaze Bloom Glue. Goo. Glue. Silly. So, I actually do think that... yep, I placed it right there. Okay, so... Yep, and so that's going to be crafted, and we can just... Honestly, we can just take this and... Wow, okay. Well... Let's go to... Yep. And, ooh, I'm missing 2 more pearls. So we're gonna have the second to last of these, which is gonna be awesome. Boom, boom, boom. That's perfect. That's exactly what we needed for right now. So now we're gonna place this one. Place it right here. It's fine. We're gonna go claim this little quest. So the reason why I needed Celeste Gems is because there's... Honestly, all of this is for, oops. It's for this guy right here. So, just to make this work operational and to be able to get the thing fully automated and proper, that's what we need. And then we're actually going to immediately turn around and get some Skulk, and some Skulk Triggers, some Skulk Cores, some Skulk. I don't know how many of those I need. I can go here real quick. Oops. I actually just need Echo Shards. I don't even need Skulk Cores, so that's nuts. Skulk Core, go back. Echo Shards, here you are. you. Awesome. Now we have Shadow Pulse Goo, which is by far the most important. So we're gonna... I don't even care about that little gap, because guess what? We're too good. So you need to put Skulk in there, which is fine because I have that endstone generator, so honestly any of these drops utilizing that is crazy. So now we have this one complete. Super awesome, guys. We're going to need the Eclipse Alloy to actually... Blasting, you know, I can just put that in a furnace. To get this, I need the raw Eclipse ore, and to get that, I need to... Is the fourth and final tier of the goo, added by JDT, and requires ancient city and warden materials to craft. Do I just still have the same process? Just surround it by... let's see. See what I have to surround it by. Void Flame Coal Block? I'm so confused. So do I just need to use iron or what? I'll use iron again. I have no problem doing that. If it needs me to use Void Flame Coal Block, I'm gonna have to take a back seat again, and then I'm gonna have to actually jump around and figure out how to do that. There's so many... So here's the thing about this mod pack. This mod pack is amazing. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to gain from it. The problem is once you figure something out, you realize you need 5 other steps to get that one thing to actually properly function. Which there's nothing wrong with. So I can undo this. I already have that. I can undo you. I already got you. I can undo you. I don't really need you right now. I can undo you. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. So yeah, that's kind of like the problem that we're running into. But now we have all 4 of the Shadow Pulse glues done. Goo, not glue. So I'm going to figure out exactly what makes that thing tick, and then I'm going to utilize it to actually gain some of that shadow, the Eclipse alloys, and I can make an Eclipse pickaxe. So I will be right back once I have a little bit of that done. Turns out, it's completely correct. The Shadow Pulse glue, all that it takes is... Oh. Ha! Oops. That's cool though. I guess I can use ferric ore. Nothing wrong with that. So I guess it just depends on what you surround it with. So if I go to Eclipse... So I need to make... Raw Eclipse outlet. Oh, wow. I believe it. Block of netherite, my friends. Block of netherite. Okay. Well, I'll get back when I have a few of these blocks of netherites. That's just kind of nuts that it requires that much. But, hey, you know what? Sacrifices got to be made to have some of the best stuff in the game, right? So, the ferric ore's cool. We'll smelt it up real quick. And then we're going to get to all that other stuff later. So, I will be right back as soon as I have the blocks of netherite. Alright guys, so we actually have 2 netherite blocks. That was a very long-winded process. Let's place you right here. Place you right here. And we'll give you the skulk. So... yeah, that was absolutely terrible. You could tell it's the right one because of how long it takes. But I just hate making netherite. And so when I had to make netherite blocks, I was like, okay, yeah, this sucks. Need to find a way to automate everything. I guess with this dire, just dire things and with the... yeah. That's 3 right off the babat. The babat. Oh, I forgot I had the flight. That's 6. Let's go. That's exactly what I needed. So we're going to smell all these. Take the ferrium. Ferric ore, not ferrarium. That's Eclipse alloy right there. So there's this completely done, which is awesome. And it gave me more. Eclipse ember, which you can make all these stuff. Blade flame buckets, polymorphic fluid. Actually, that one I believe I can do. That one is just dropping polymorphic catalyst in, okay, in water, which you get polymorphic fluid. So, okay, that makes sense. Well, now that I have that, I'm gonna go grab some sticks, and we're gonna craft an Eclipse alloy pickaxe. This is by far probably the greatest. Just take two. Let's just make them real quick. And then we're gonna take the Eclipse alloy. Boom. Oh yes. Let's go. Alright, the cool thing about the Eclipse stuff is, one, it's a tier 5, which is awesome. You know, but yeah, this is crazy. You can upgrade these bad boys pretty hard, so if you just you have to take a shield off or something. Alright, so we're gonna take away this. Okay, shift, right click, and then so you can add upgrades to these. So if I go here, I go to building tips, well, I have to claim all these anyway, so just claim all of them. Awesome, sweet. Cool, perfect. We're gonna just craft these real quick into the netherite ingots because I don't want these sitting in my inventory taking up space. Alright, now we have to expand further on it, so we go back to just dire things. So we have the Eclipse alloy pickaxe. Honestly, all the Eclipse alloy stuff is great. And you can actually make Eclipse alloy armor, which is cool. It just goes based off energy. We're gonna get a couple of, first of all, I need to get this. So that's claimed, and that's claimed. I need just 4 ferrocore ingots, which I'm gonna actually utilize right now. And we're gonna make some auto smelt upgrades and stuff like that. And then we'll be able to, anything that this thing mines, we'll be able to actually get. Alright, upgrade. Oh, so I need the tool upgrades, which is just cool. And then upgrade ore miner. Mine adjacent ore blocks all at once, but takes slightly longer. Or just go here. What does this take? Blank, 2 blast furnaces, and 2 blaze rods. So that's what we're going to focus on. I need to store a lot of this stuff, though, and it's really getting annoying. So I'm going to find a place to store everything, get things a little more organized. It's a good start. And then we'll go from there. And then I'll have the blast furnace and everything ready so we can get that going. Alright, be right back. Hey guys, so we have... Sorry, chicken. We're gonna have a... I do need to start storing all of this. We're gonna have this spawner just spawn blazes for right now. It's got a minimum spawn delay of 200, maximum spawn delay of 800, so from 200 to 800 seconds, I believe. Spawn count's 4, max energies is 6, so activation range is 16, spawn range is 4. So we can always go in and go to see exactly where it's at. Apothic spawners, spawn count, health, burning, which burning just sets them on fire. No AI, youthful, spawn range, minimum spawn delay. To determine when the spawner will spawn, it picks a random number between maximum and minimum. Each piece of sugar modifies the minimum delay up or down 10. So I need a bunch of sugar is what this is saying to potentially get a max or minimum delay. So I can make it where this thing's quick or it can be super long. So perfect. So now it's going down. Smacks is ooh. So it's not bad. At least there's anywhere now. There's a range from that. So, but I need the blaze rods so I can craft. Where are you? Just our things. Oh yeah. Sorry. So I can craft this bad boy. So this basically will allow me that whenever something breaks, it'll automatically smelt. I automatically smelt item drops from mine blocks. And then obviously you'll get like leaf breaker, mob scanner, hammer, ore scanner, a smoker, no, instant break, maybe, or x-ray, drops, teleport. I think the only other one I'd want is instant break. Time crystals, nether stars, netherite pickaxes, so a little bit different, but nothing wrong with it. I have to wait this long for this. It's kind of nuts. Smite, fortune. I got looting 2 or breaking 2 and soulbound on this bad boy. This is literally an invincible sword. All the Monium stuff is like literally invincible. And if not, then it's crazy. So let's... You feeling alive? Alright, so... They're going to take you, open up you, take this model out, open this up, put the model in. Missing input prediction matrix. So in order to do that, I need to just craft a prediction matrix. Yep, and that is glass panes, clay, gold, and iron. So awesome. Come on, man, spawn. Says they would spawn. Do I really have to go to the nether for you? Does it spawn be away from me if we respawn? Let's see. Interesting, guys. So yeah, so the spawners is kind of something that's cool. Nether Star will do what Prismarine Shards do, but much better. No longer need to be near spawner. As long as it's chunk loaded, it will spawn. So I need to be near spawner. Alright, cool. So this one has a spawn delay of, so if 20 is 1 second, we're going to be sitting here for a little bit, so I will be back after some blazes spawn and we get some kills. So as soon as I ended the recording, I stopped recording. One of them spawned, and then it like immediately, like that. Okay, so there's a chance. Cool. Blaze spawner is regathered. I have 5 blaze rods now. I need to get like a better way of making it where those guys are pretty much doomed. Blazes are always weird, but I definitely needed those for sure, because now I can craft the upgrade. Let's do this. Let's go to, honestly, just tab it in. This is going to be down here, and nope, just our things. And we're going to go here, and here, and here, and here. Shift right click. How? Interesting. I'm gonna have to find out how to upgrade these things, so maybe the quest book will tell me real quick, so I'll complete this one, yes. Okay. By the player to work, however, activated abilities only work when triggered by a keybind player set to the configuration menu. So, blank upgrades, the base of all. The smithing table is used to apply upgrades to tools and armor. Okay, so the smithing table, which is over here. That's a salvaging table. I thought I brought my smithing table up, but oh, clearly not. Here. Sick. So now it has the auto mine, and it's also, that's it. Just got the auto mine. So now if I hit shift right click, it's got auto smelt. Perfect. So now, like, look, if I go to, oh, I gotta power it, right? Forgeable energy. I gotta find a way to make it where everything has energy. So we're gonna figure that out, all of that out, and you know, test her out and everything. So I feel like that's a pretty good place to stop for now, for the night, and then I'll get back to recording more tomorrow. So we have the Eclipse Alloy Pickaxe, which was awesome improvement, major improvement. That's cool. Wait a minute. If I keep placing that down and destroying it, eventually I get enough spawner scrap to craft my own. That'd be cool. So here are a little bit of updates of what we did this episode. We upgraded the Primogel goo all the way up its ranks to get Shadow Pulse goo. We have the Eclipse Alloy. Alright, that guy spawned. We have the Eclipse Alloy Pickaxe, which is awesome. We have placed our dragon head, which is cool. Let's take a look at our little quests, just to show a little bit. So we did all this, you know, pretty good. Obviously the primal coal and stuff is a little different. Celestial gems are a little different. We've crafted, we have the item collector. We're just gonna need to make probably the energy transmitter, and then honestly the advanced block breaker, and that's probably it in terms of the stuff we need to make left. And if we go down to here, we got the boosted growth accelerator. So we did a lot so far. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to grab the directional growth accelerator, which is simple compared. It's the same thing as the other one. I actually think I have the leftover netherite ingots too, so it's perfect. Growth accelerator, diamonds, you know, all that jazz, and then we'll be able to have at least one more up in the setup. So, but I think the next goal should be block breaker, and then from there we'll collect everything else. So a lot of these things are not done. The nether section is done, the crushed end's done, the whole end section's done, this section's done. Good morning, YouTube. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep last night. It's currently Saturday morning. I'm looking to upload you know, later this day. If I sound groggy, tired, worked late last night, I'm gonna work late again tonight. So, but on top of it, I am recording, I am putting out videos, I am making sure I am feeding the community's desires. Not a lot's happened because obviously I haven't been on. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna craft the directional growth accelerators, and I'm just gonna start crafting a bunch of them and see how far I can get. Glass cables, iron, quartz glass, so we need quartz. So yeah, we're gonna see how far we can get with that and see where it goes. So, all right. Well, I need to break. Reality is just, yeah, you. I think we're just gonna start doing because I don't really need coal anymore. So we're gonna make it where we're just lining her up. Alright. So now it's gonna go. Does that go in there? And then we're gonna take it and run it. Yep, and then we should have item pipes somewhere. We're gonna go get item pipes, and then we're going to utilize them because it's pretty sweet. Fancy universal cables, aha. I don't know, honestly, I feel like these item pipes are a little clunky, blocky. Well, obviously they're blocky because it's Minecraft. Oh. We literally just do this. Out of energy. Oh, because you need some energy too. I should have a flux point somewhere. Go back over here. That's why I'm like, why is it not working? But that makes more sense. Out of energy, you're not going to be able to work. And then we'll be able to get some sand and get some stuff going. There we go. Baked potatoes. But yeah, that's kind of like the goal of what's going on right now. So we're just going to get a bunch of sand going and then get that all squared away. Sick. So it bypasses the limit, which then in turn makes this do output 0, just bypass the limit. Yeah, it's going. That's filling up too. So now we're gonna get sand. Young Master GMG. Wow, guys. Does this have 2 in it? No, there's 1. You've got 1. Alright, well, that's fine. It'll do its thing over time. Actually, I'd rather heavily load for right now. Just getting all this stuff out. And then we'll get the other stuff later. I should have some upgrades somewhere. So I'm going to go do all this stuff. I'm going to get everything squared. Oh, there it is. I'm going to put the upgrade in, and then we're going to get started on crafting the directional growers and the advanced growers. Oh, no. Oh, perfect. Oh, you're full. Large. Interesting. It's almost like it pulls too much. So let's just put a gold upgrade. Alright guys, I'm going to be back after I get this thing configured and I start crafting those items. Alright guys, so now we have a directional growth accelerator. Which is pretty awesome. We're going to go place this in place in our farm. I believe it just belongs... I might have misplaced this. This might have to go forward one. No, this right here. Pretty sure this is the one right here. Oof. So, that's that. Then we'll have to drag the wire over to it. Here, here. And now it's going to... Yep, direction is up, which I believe it just... Oh. No! Nice. Just sit here and... That's cool. Perfect. So now we have that done. Now we're going to actually go ahead and multiply all that and then create a little setup for it. That way we can actually move forward and get some decent progress going. So I'll be back once I have a lot more. As you can see, I already have some of the flux pearls stocked up and all that stuff. So be right back. Holy moly, guys. It just gave me 5 zombie spawn eggs, like, randomly. What else is sitting by my feet? Just the zombie spawn eggs? Which is actually rather awesome. Let me store these in here, though. And then we actually have this quest just popped up out of the blue, which is cool. You're just gonna get trashed. Oops. So, that's pretty cool. And then it said something about sodium, which basically also said embedium. Oh, wow. So they just added more into it. Wow. Modular routers. Well, guys, I guess this is there's gonna be so much stuff going on now. So basically what we're doing now is we're gonna go to the power, which this is kind of the first little stuff we're doing. So we're gonna pin this quest. Charcoal, which you just take coal, whatever. You can even take the coal geor shards, which you're probably gonna do. Clay balls, lava bucket. Or coal, blaze powder, clay ball. So clay, we're gonna get we're just gonna get clay from probably make clay again. They're like a wow, it removed the hotkey. That's really disappointing. Alright, let's go to clay. So, water in a barrel, toss a dust block and get clay. Sick. Yeah. Because we gotta really increase our power generation, and these geors, not the geors, these things are not cutting it, so we're gonna make all this stuff. You can go in there, you can go 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 there. Organize the inventory. Coal geor. That's cool. Oh, you can make molten carbon. Interesting. Well, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be back once I have some dielectric paste and some dielectric casing, and I'm really gonna get this thing going. Also, I just found out, just remembered that these are actually from that mod. They're actually really awesome. I do not know how to use them though. I need energy. Generates that many FE. Max extract is 32. I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure it out. Anyways, I'll be back once I get a little bit going. Hey guys, my recordings were kind of cutting off early. I had to restart my computer and I opened up and I realized there's actually more. um, it's updated. The game had a few updates. They actually had an update yesterday and I didn't even realize it. So we're gonna see if this changes any of the structure of the quests and all that stuff. I know that this video is pretty much lasting a while. There's a lot getting done in this video. Right now I have to actually create a reactor for power instead of having the the normal magmatic generator, because I actually can't produce enough power. It's consuming too much power, so we're gonna figure it out. Figure out how to properly do things, figure out how to properly do everything. We're gonna get it working, get everything up and running, so that way we can have the Geor farm properly work. Alright, we're about to find out whenever this thing loads, which is gonna take a while because there's a lot going on at any given time within this game. And the further you go, the longer it's probably gonna take to load, just because it's pretty spectacular, you know, what Minecraft's capabilities are these days. And I mean, just as you guys have seen, you know, through my channel or through other people's channels, you guys have seen the growth of Minecraft through just this mod pack alone. This mod pack alone is putting Minecraft into a better light, giving more publicity to it, which it doesn't really need more publicity. It's really just people coming back, but it's breathing new life into the game. And I think that's pretty important, especially considering the fact that here we are, we're playing Minecraft, we're doing these things, so. Alright, I'm going to get back whenever this loads. Got some dielectric case, and now, it's a dielectric paste, not case, but I do need to make a dielectric casing, which is going to require me to use 4 iron and 4 of these dielectric rods. Which these dielectric rods, the recipe is literally 1 down the middle, and 3 on either side, and then you get dielectric rods. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy. And now we're gonna make the dielectric oh, what? Got it. So in order to make these go horizontal, you just need to place 2 in there. So pretty easy. Now you have dielectric casing. So now that we've completed that, move on to these energy cables. I can grab these out of the thing. The energizing rod's different, but the energizing orb. So glass, dielectric rod horizontal, and the casing. So let's just go here, 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 and bookmark, just so we have it. Bam, we did it right there. 1 down. Energy cables, pretty simple. Right here. And it looks like I'm gonna have to make some. So I'm gonna go through some of these quest lines, and then I'm actually gonna get back to you guys once I actually start building the generator. Alright guys, I think this is going to be it for the video. Made a lot of progress, made a bunch of the power blocks. I'm moving the reactor up to basic tier, and so hopefully by next episode we will have a basic tier reactor. I still don't even know how to properly use them. That's the crazy part. But now we got all these going with the directional growth accelerators. And then I think I need to use an ender gate to transfer the power into the ME controller. And that will be what we do over time. So we got this magmatter. We got the energy cable. I don't even know if I need the magmatter in order to actually utilize the reactor or anything. But I'm going to do a little more research into it, so that way when I come back with a fresh mindset. But anyways, there's a lot of progress done in this episode. This is a little more fully fledged out. This is adjusted. We have the power mod going on. we had so much stuff go on in this this episode that it's kind of crazy when you think about all the stuff we did. Not to mention the fact that, you know, now I'm going to go after a block of blazing when it comes down to it, so we're going to get that out of there. But it's a little deep dive. It's really just fixing our power situation is our main goal right now. And then once the power situation's fixed, we can continue on with this Geor mod. And then we could really get everything moving and rolling and start to get to more advanced stuff. And maybe even say, you know what? Let's say we get to the point where we just decide to go to the Twilight Forest. Huh? How about that? Did the Nether, did the End. Why not the Twilight Forest? So, Chapter 1 is still fully complete. Chapter 2 is actually really getting there. These are done. I can use this real quick. It's pretty easy. And then that'll be done. These are all done. These are now finally done. Hallelujah. And then it's just literally going back and crafting some of this stuff, and that's it. Like, it's really simple. So then once this is all done, we'll be bam, tip-top shape. That's done. And then chapter 2, we just need to get the generators galore section complete, and then we'll have it. I mean, that'll be it for the chapter 2 completely done. Basic storage. Like, look, guys, we've got a lot of stuff completed already in this mod pack, and a lot of stuff left to like finish. So like mechanism reactors. No idea what a thermonuclear boiler, thermoelectric boiler does. No clue. That's crazy. Boiler casings. The roof and floor can be made entirely of. I have no idea what that does. No clue. But we're gonna find all this out over time. Go to the steam age if we want. We'll make a little coke oven, which is I don't even know what this is technically called. Brakes following a hatch. Creosote. All right, cool. Blast replace nuclear age. Yeah, dude, stuff gets kind of nuts. We're gonna have a lot of cool things. A nuclear reactor, and then obviously like apotheosis. Oh. Oh. Wow. This must have been just added in the little addition now, because now all this stuff's open. But I have a lot of this stuff done. I have obviously the smithing table, and I have the salvaging table. I do not have getting better gems. I don't have that. I have, I think Ascent is my world tier. Let's check. Control T. I'm in Frontier, but I can go to Ascent. Summit is rare leggings, rare weapon, rare boots. Not bad. And then obviously, yeah. Obviously Pinnacle is gonna be pretty ruthless, but yeah, anyways guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, I just wanted to try a different little style, maybe do a little more, make it where you guys have to like not have as much incomplete progress, spaced out a little bit. If you guys liked the other style more, where I'm putting out a video once a day, once every other day, and it's just kind of chopped up a little bit, nothing crazy, let me know. I just figured we'd try this out for the meantime while I'm taking a little bit of a breather. And then, yeah, just let me know. I'm really excited for the direction of this channel, excited for the support that you guys have already given me and the support that's going to happen in the future. I have a lot of big ideas that are in the works, that I've been reaching out to people, trying to get stuff in the works. And as soon as we get big enough, guys, and get our first sponsor, that's when our giveaways start happening. That's where you guys are going to get some stuff that you guys may have never seen before. It's going to be awesome, and I'm really excited to get to that point where I can give stuff away to you guys. Technically, I could do it now, but it's not as feasible. But anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, I just want to let you know that I love all of you guys. You guys are family to me, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I love you all. Hopefully you guys can just be able to keep your family close. If you guys have your family out there, give them all the love you can, and be there for them and appreciate them for sure. But I will see you guys all soon, and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace out, Raider Guild.